Welcome to yet another episode of R&R. It's Jamerson, Ballard. I'm the host. And we here, man. Shout out to the Rat Gang, man. Shout out to the Capital Letter Club, man. You know what I'm saying? We're here to drop some heavy game on y'all today, man, because it's the Dead Homie Day episode, man. That's right. It's the Dead Homie Day weekend that just passed, and this is the Dead Homie Day. You know what I'm saying? So for all the dead homies, I mean, it's Memorial Day, but I call it Dead Homie Day because, you know, we in a war here, where I'm at right now in America, where I'm standing at, and a lot of us are prisoners of war, and we don't even understand that, man. Yeah, because we got on what is called golden handcuffs. I mean, we in the land of the free, home of the brave. I'd like to send a special shout out to all the patriots, you know, who have lost their lives and given us what we have here today. It's the freedom of speech, for one, and all the other freedoms that we enjoy, and some of us probably even take advantage of. But I mean, I want to give another shout out to all of the people who have lost their lives in creating this human being that you see here in front of you. Because everybody in my life has contributed, whether they was a large contributor or a small contributor, and whether they are, you know, haters or they you know, whatever they did, they left my life, they died. I learned something, and I take that with me still to this day. I would like to be better at going to visit memorials and graves and things like that. Not a lot of people that I've lost have actual grave sites. A lot of niggas has got, you know, urns because they've been cremated. But, you know, we aim to be a little bit better than that. And you know, because I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's something that needs to be addressed as far as, like, you know, because me being a Christian, I don't know if it's wrong for you to get cremated when you die. I mean, if you know anything about that, you can leave a comment, let me know how you feel about being cremated as opposed to being buried. It'd be nice to get buried in a spot where, you know, and maybe even do something like have a tree planted so that even in my death, my life, or my remains are creating something, you know, beautiful, you know, as a contribution to this world, to the living. Maybe a fruit tree or something. I don't know. Maybe the fruit will be fire. I don't know. Would you eat that? I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because they got some stuff, you know, I don't want to get all into that too much, you know, because today's episode is entitled the Dead Homie Day episode, right? Well, it's Lessons from the Grave. And there's a lot to be learned from the dead. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of us just kind of, you know, it's irritating to me when sometimes when a nigga just go to a funeral. I mean, you this nigga done died, and you know this was a despicable individual. You just know this nigga was just deplorable as a person. And they get up there and they say all these wonderful things about this nigga that, I mean, if there's anybody even at the funeral, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you should say ill things of the dead. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's just like, I know it's better to say nothing if you ain't got nothing good to say, but I just probably would just not say nothing if the nigga wasn't a good motherfucker. Some people get up there and let the air the nigga out. Like, oh man, this nigga owed me some money. And, you know, it's been a couple times where I've seen niggas get up there and they start talking shit about the family. Cause they ain't paid nothing on the funeral, et cetera, et cetera. And it can get pretty bad, man. I don't know, man. Listen, man, I usually get on here before I get on here and you know, do what I need to do so that, I don't know, right now I'm feeling kind of chapped, so excuse me while I moisturize, but I ain't trying to, you know, entice none of you. alternative lifestyle living ass niggas. I mean, this, hey, and if you the lady, if you lady, you like what leave a like and comment or something. My cash app is $SuperStee. Thank you guys for all the guys that hit me up throughout the week with cash app. I appreciate y'all, man. Your contributions are not being wasted because it takes a great deal of time and preparation in order to produce these shows. And again, I'm like getting to the point where I'm gonna have to hire somebody to start doing some of this stuff because it's just a lot. Right now, my dad's birthday is yesterday. I gotta go out there and visit him and let him see the baby. He ain't really seen the baby like that because, I'm not really into taking my kid to no nursing home with all those sick OGs. But, he gotta see his grandbaby. He ordered it and she here now. So, we're gonna take her to go see him. I got a lot going on. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, it's an everyday thing, man. But today is, the dead homie day, so, we off work today, so that's why you're getting the show a little earlier. I hope y'all can appreciate that, and maybe I'll get a few more, guys come in and interact with me. If not, it's cool. The show is great on its own. Like I said, if one nigga or 1,000 niggas see the show is fire. It's on you, you know what I'm saying? Come in, check it out, see what's going on. But as far as like for the dead homies, man, I like I said, I take something from everybody that passed, man, and I try to, keep that in me to make me a better person every day. R.I.P. moms, R.I.P. my cousin Landry, R.I.P. to anybody that I may have forgotten. My grandmother, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that passed, man. Aunt Mary, it's just a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Cousin Jim. I got a lot of people, Neff, what's happening, that have contributed to my young life. And, like I said, on a day like today, I like to kind of commemorate that. But on an everyday level, I try to commemorate their lives by living my life in the very best way possible. And this just by wasting absolutely no time. Let me see. Oh shit, Neff want to get on. Let me see. You requested to get on. Let me see. I just accepted you now. Come on in. Oh,
What's up with
what's
you?
happening, man?
All right, not.
Oh, my God. Y'all give a warm applause for my nephew, man. What's going
Oh yeah.
on, man?
Nothing too much is out and about.
Andrew Calvin, where you at?
BMT.
Oh, yeah. I know you in Beaumont, Texas, but I'm saying
Oh
like you
yeah.
just out doing some regular everyday stuff, going to get some food or something.
Yeah. You know Sam's. I know you had put me on with Sam, so I've been tapping
Mm.
in, huh?
Oh, yeah. Sam's Club. Got to get you one of them, boy. You can get
Yeah.
a whole lifetime supply of boudin for $30 probably.
Yeah. You was 100% right. You was right. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And that's what's up, man. I'm glad to have you, man. So I've been seeing the film's been taking off, man. You've
Yeah.
been doing some crazy productions, man, on these videos, man. Congratulations on that too,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah, I got another camera I'm about to get real soon. It's gonna be better than the one I had.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just mostly just doing what I like to do. That's my passion, so that's why I really do it.
Yeah, man. I tell people that a lot, man. Like if you can do something that you love to do and get paid for it, then it's not like you even working. You know,
Yeah.
you'll go a lot farther with that. But it's difficult to peel back from doing what pays you and then starting something new.
Yeah.
So all y'all young people, if y'all can get into that before you leave your parents' house, that's ideal, man. Find out what you love to do and that point where you get paid before you got get kicked out for talking shit to parents because
Yeah,
parents don't
facts.
like that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
for real.
man. I got a few topics. What you got? You got something you want to bring to the table, man? Because I'm gonna try to get through some of these topics right quick, and I'll let you chime in as we go through. That
Oh,
cool?
right, yeah, whatever you got, man.
All right, so first, y'all, uh, I got a segment I like to call "Is That Right?" "Is That Right?" is brought to you in part by the Velvet Tiger, which is a dispensary out here in Oklahoma City, located on
Right.
Parker and Reno. So if y'all, indulge in hydroponics and you got your license, holla at them, tell them Jamerson Ballard sent you. Purchase of $20 or better and get you a free pre-roll. And that's how we're gonna start this segment, right? So I got it looked like it's been 5 years since George Floyd got smoked and killed by that officer. Hmm. My baby just woke up, y'all. So I'm gonna try to get this through, keep it short. But she got some cartoons, so she should be good in the other room. Uh, man, I love her so much. I don't like to ignore anything that I hear coming from that area. But she just let me know she's awake. Anyway, George Floyd just got killed 5 years ago yesterday, and it seemed like it's I don't know if it's causing a lot of ruckus throughout the country, but it was like 11 people were injured at a shooting in South Carolina. Go figure. Um, and then LA had a baby riot, the massive mob of people in downtown LA spray painted and damaged dozens of buildings and even stopped 2 metro trains and painted them up. So I don't know, man. How's the weather down there in Texas? Did y'all have any issues over the weekend?
Well, it's raining right now. Actually, you can kind of tell.
Yeah, it's been pretty dreary out here too, man. Just trying to keep the sunshine inside instead of like worrying about how it look out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, you out there kind of close by Louisiana, and I've been kind of like tripping off the fact that they had all the inmates get escaped. You know what I'm saying out there?
Yeah.
Is you still doing? Are you still prison guarding or what?
Not right now at the moment.
Uh, that's good.
Uh,
That's good.
I was most definitely was, but not at the moment right now.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, man. Because I was, whoo, that's some dangerous shit, man. They
Yeah.
had last week we talked about um, the 10 dudes that escaped from Louisiana prison, and I was telling y'all, man, that they had help, bro. That was basically an inside job. I don't know
Right.
what they had to pay these niggas to get away, to help them get away, but it's been like 7 people got arrested, most of them females, in in connection with the prison break. One of the maintenance man, he shut off the water so they could cut the toilet line behind the wall or whatever. And well, I mean, as a former prison guard, right? Like, what would a nigga have to give you in order for you to risk your job to help them get away?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm saying, like, as a former prison guard, right? Is
Uh huh.
there anything that a nigga can offer you to get you to help them to get out of prison? Like,
Nah, nah, I
like
ain't do.
what the fuck?
Yeah, you most definitely. One thing I learned by working at the prison, a lot of people that do stuff that they don't have no business doing, that eventually they end up getting caught. And it's like this: once you in it, even if you do it one time, as in making drops or anything, once you in that, they got you. And you got to remember, they there at the end of the day. So if something go down, they gonna turn you in quick. Yep.
Yeah, I
So
mean, they
real
got
quick
to.
there.
It's them or you, but I mean, now you locked up with the niggas that you was patrolling around.
Yeah.
How was that? Like, that you was giving niggas chow and you was checking their cells, and now you in there with them.
Yeah.
That's
Cause you ain't gonna get away with it, man. Like you doing something like that, it got cameras and not only that, the inmates gonna tell on you, bro. Like they gonna tell. They in there for a long time. If they get any type of reduction or anything good, they gonna tell it on you, quick.
right. They still got 5 people out there on the loose. So please please watch yourself out there, man, because
I think it's one.
they only got one left. I mean, because
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody else get arrested. I think it was still five loose.
It's one left.
Really?
And the guy that's left, he ended up he got locked up because they say when he grew older, he found the family of the cop that killed his grandmother originally, and he killed one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got a
Yeah.
deep story behind him.
Yeah, I heard a couple of the people that locked up the dudes that got out of town when they heard they escaped.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now they got one dude named Grant Harden. He's a former police chief. He got convicted of murder and rape and escaped Arkansas prisons on the 25th, which I think was a Sunday, in broad daylight. White
Mhm.
dude. So they got up out of there like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that might have been some inside shit. I don't know. You heard about that one?
I didn't hear too much about it.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man.
See, with
Uh,
working there, I'm gonna tell you though, when you work there, like I was at the maximum security one, and if you actually look around and realize stuff, it's technically no way for them to really get out of there because it's barbed wired and they got electric fencing and all type of stuff, and so they don't like you hardly gonna hear about somebody missing, and if they is, it most definitely was an inside job, like most definitely.
I mean, they got to pay somebody, and somebody taking money to get out of there because it ain't like you know they can get access to anything that's gonna help them escape on their own unless they got something on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You didn't took a bribe or something, or you know what I mean? You didn't you.
And,
But
a lot of times the main ones that be getting, it be the females. Those are the ones they normally get, and they
mm,
aim for. And see, like these guys, they in there for a long time. And when I say they good at convincing people at certain things, they are like I'm telling you, man. Like they strive for. Long as you a woman, it don't matter if you ugly or not, handicapped. It don't matter. Long as you a woman, man, they feel like they can. And those would normally be the ones that bring the stuff in and stuff. Be the woman. Yeah.
yeah, man. I already kind of figured that because they weak. I would imagine there's a lot of dudes that's basically telling girls that can't get a job to come up there and get work so they can have somebody that they know bringing shit in for them. But
Right.
that shit carry a whole different charge. You get caught breaking some shit in,
Yeah.
you gonna be in there with them. So
That's right. And see, they so smooth with it. Like I done had guys come to me like, "Oh man, what you finna do on your off day?" Do that. Like I just chill with the family. Do that. Cause they human too. And they be like,
mm,
"All right, man, shit, what's your cash? I'm gonna send you $1,000 on there. You ain't even gotta bring me now." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. You ain't gotta put nothing on my cash."
and that's where it starts right there.
Yeah,
That's where it starts.
that simple.
Like,
That simple.
you
And
done
they
already
always
started
they
taking pride.
always gonna yeah, and they always gonna be asking you like, "Oh, you good, man? Everything good at home?" That because they feel like okay, you might be saying no now, but one day it might be a time where you're vulnerable and you might do it.
Right, right. Because the bills get to kicking your ass, or you do
Yeah.
something stupid where you didn't spend too much money on something. You
Hmm.
like in the back of your head, like, bro, I'm gonna just talk to bro, give me $1,000. That's a quick
Yep.
1,000 right there, and then you win.
Yep. So that's what they do. Like I didn't have them try to the K2 sheet papers. They pay a lot of money for that. I didn't have especially around Christmas time. They be trying to get phones, man. You get like $2,000-3,000 for just a phone. Like man, I ain't never done like, and that's one thing I can 100% say. I know I ain't never done anything like that at all. Like I worked there down there 3 years, and I ain't never done nothing like that. But I done seen plenty of people get caught up into things, or normally be like females, you know.
That's crazy. I'm pretty sure they be in there fucking them girls too. They be paying them for pussy and a whole
Oh
bunch of
yeah,
other
yeah,
shit.
they be paying for they be paying them sometimes. Yeah,
That's
people get
crazy.
paid. Yeah, like the most recent one I sent it to you. You know, she was real cool and all, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. When you work in there, you can tell. the ones that's vulnerable, and you could tell the ones that's kind of doing stuff. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm. I mean, I would imagine it's the ones that's coming up there with the hookies, with the buckets. They cars already ain't. You know what I'm saying? They be late because
Yeah.
they can't keep they can't keep no gas in their car. They looking
Yep.
for a lick. You know,
Yeah.
they need some help.
Yeah, that's the fast money route. But you know, the thing is, there, you know, you can work unlimited overtime. So you work 4 days on schedule, and you off 4 days. So on your off 4 days, you can come in unlimited. Like you can work much as you want.
Wow.
You know, so that be the issues and stuff that be going on, and not only that, you know, it's not just people always say the officers. It don't be just the officers. You got wardens that be doing that. You got lieutenants and majors, like so sergeants. Like a lot of times, those be the ones. Like hell, I done been cool with some inmates in the aspect, and they'll be like, oh yeah, that lady right there, she a lieutenant now, but she used to bring stuff in. Or that sergeant right there, she still brings stuff in. You know.
Wow. Wow. Man, I don't want you to say too much, man, because I don't want you to get, you know what I'm saying? But
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
appreciate your input on this because it's these people do be human beings, you know what I mean? They
Right.
have real problems. And them inmates in there, they in there if they in there for a long time, they ain't got shit else to do but try to figure out how to get you in their pocket.
That's right. Yep. And I think I told you that one time.
Mm-hmm.
See, this I was there about less than a year, and you know I was working SEG. You know what the SEG is, right?
Uh, segregated.
Yeah, segregation. Yeah, as they call it restricted housing. But you know, most of all of them inmates in there got life. Like you got the Mexican mafias, you got people in there for stabbing people or trying to escape or assaulting an officer. Like ain't no telling why they back there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one dude, it was a black dude. He used to always talk about he was from Port Arthur. And anybody that was from around this area down here, he'd be like, he'll just automatically think in his brain that y'all supposed to be cool. And he'll start saying, yeah, we Trill fam, man. You supposed to be cool with me, man. All right, now what's up? And and I remember this, yeah, that's what he'll say. He'd be like, oh, man, you from down here, man. You Trill fam, man. We all family down here, this, that. But,
Wow.
yeah, and what made it so bad is, you know, one day, damn, this kid's man. But uh, one day, what made it so bad was like,
Kids
uh,
bad as hell, bro.
huh?
The new kids bad as hell out there.
Yeah, it's, somebody, they can't stop the kid from screaming and shit. But nah. So, you know, you can actually on YouTube, you can actually see exactly how the building looked and stuff. Cause they got videos and stuff on there. But at this one point, you know, they have a day room, right? So anytime you take them out the cell and stuff, you gotta strip them out, and then they gotta turn around. You gotta cuff them under the slide, and then you open the door and all that. But anyway, he was in the day room, and the day room got a cage around it, so he's supposed to be locked in there. But they can pop the lock too and get out of there if they really want to, right? So
Mm.
anyway, he in the day room, and the major tell the sergeant that was over the building that day to go down there and strip that inmate out the day room and put him in his cell. He told the sergeant do that. So whenever you work SEG, it's two officers on the floor at all times, and it's one in the picket. They can see everything that's going on, rolling doors and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so when the sergeant got down there, he stripping him out and stuff. And the whole time, the inmate had like 3, 4 shanks in his jacket. So
Wow.
yeah, and it's a SIG inmate. He known for causing trouble and stuff. That the same inmate I was talking about Trill found. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but the sergeant just like messed around and just let him keep it. I don't know why he done that, but he let him do it. He let him keep it. So me and my coworker, he was kind of new. He only been there like 3, 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but me and my coworker and the lady in the picket, we all looking like, what the hell? Like it's crazy, it's weird. I guess he thought we didn't notice, but we did notice. So I'm like, man, this dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when he escorted him to his cell in cuffs, the inmate like, oh man, can I get a shower, man? I need to get a shower. And instead of the sergeant having balls, the sergeant should have been like, look, man, you jacked the day room all day. It's 4 o'clock. We get off at 6. Like, it's no more shower. It's over with. But instead of sergeant doing that, he like, oh yeah, just ask your officers. They might want to give you one. He know the rules. The rules is if you jack the day room, you get a chance. You can when you in SEG, they ask you in the morning, do you want a shower? They come by your cell, ask you, do you want a shower? If you say no, it's over with for the day. So anyway, the dude asked me once he put him in the cell. He like, hey man, can you give me a shower, man? I'm like, nah, I ain't need no shower. It's over with. Like you jack the day room, you do this all the time. I get off in like 3 hours. Like, nah, it's over with. And he pissed off at me now. So he asked my coworker. You know, he ain't been there that long. He get into his brain and stuff. He like, oh, this old police dude, that. He don't want to give me no shower. He like, you gonna give me a shower? Now again, this is my coworker. If I'm
Right.
telling him no, you supposed to have my side. You supposed to be like, well, look, nah, well, you got the day room, like it's over. You gotta wait till tomorrow. I got you tomorrow morning. So he like, all right, I'm gonna give you a shower before we leave. So I go over there with him before we leave. He finna cuff the dude under the SWAT. The dude like, no, you ain't gotta cuff me, man. You ain't gotta cuff me. Just let me out. I'm gonna walk to the shower. I'm good. Just let me out. So
Wow.
he opened his cell door, let him come out, walk to the shower and stuff, no cuffs on. The same dude, the same day, same dude that the sergeant let him keep the chains, the dude that was mad at me and stuff, right? So when he get done showering, we come back around, he come out the shower, no cuffs on again. As he finna go in the cell, he's standing in front of his cell door, right? And me and him is standing like so many feet away from each other, like down there right in front of each other, but like so many feet away, right? And he cussing me out and stuff, like, you a police, is going in, like he tripping. And and then he reached down and he had his jacket on the floor and he grabbed his shank and he's standing in front of his door. And he like, you see this motherfucker shank right? I can kill you right now. Ain't nobody gonna give a dick, like, just going in tripping. And you could tell he kind of high and stuff. But and then after that, he slammed his tail door and went back in. But that was just that was a bad scenario that could have went bad all the way around because of one
Yeah.
person.
You could have got stabbed. That nigga could have got stabbed. And he already in there for life, so it ain't like he cared.
Yeah,
You
he in
know?
there for life. It don't make him no difference.
Right. He ain't getting no more time. He already in there for life. Man, these niggas be scared of these dudes, bro, and they be weak. So I'm just glad you got up out of there, man. Do me a favor though, because I don't
Uh,
know what kind of noise is gonna happen. Let me knock this out, and then I'll call you whenever I get off this live. Is that
all
cool?
right, yeah, that's a bet. That's a bet.
And thank you for coming
All
through, bro.
right,
I appreciate you for showing up.
yeah,
I'll
it's
talk to
all
you a little
good.
bit later.
All right, that's a bet.
All right, for sure. So man, that's Neff, man. So y'all heard me say, what's up to my Neff several times. He one of my diehards, man. He gonna show up, man. I appreciate you again, Neff, for coming through and showing me some love on the you know what I mean? Because I wanted to get some perspective from a guard or a former guard so you can see what be going on. You know what I mean? That's an insider, a real insider. But like I said, I wanted to keep it vague because I don't want to put brother's life in no kind of harm. And it's good that he's not in that no more because I couldn't wait for him to get out of that, bro. I'm glad he making his way, man. But like I said, it's a lot of people that had to die for certain individuals to understand what's going on. And it's crazy how you can be about to die, but it don't really look like you're about to die because things are going so well for you. You think that everything could not go bad. But you got to kind of watch out for the bull crap, man, because it come around at the time when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? They say revenge is a dish best served cold, man. So, watch out, watch your back. Y'all check this out, man, because this summer, I don't know how crazy it's about to get, but it's already looking crazy, and it ain't even started yet. School about to be out. As soon as the sun come out, motherfuckers start acting crazy. Domestics here and there. We'll get into that a little bit more down the line. But there is some things going on with the insects, because insects start coming out too. I didn't talk about this last week, but there are some bioengineered cattle ticks funded by Bill Gates, motherfucker Kill Bill, that that are supposed to, like, when they bite people, they basically make you sensitive to red meat in an effort to cut down on methane gas emissions, which is basically cow farts, because that apparently is not necessarily great for the environment, the methane. And now this sick motherfucker, they bioengineered ticks basically to make them bite. When they bite people, it makes you where you can't eat red meat. I say can't eat because this shit damn near, you don't know right away, but if you happen to have a steak on the day that you feel like you want some steak, that shit can damn near kill you after you get bit by one of these, man. We went with my my significant other to where they go visit their grave sites and things like that, and it's like a risk of ticks being biting you, and it made it a little realer to me because I don't really do too much outdoors and stuff a lot of times. I need to get better about that, and I will, because I want to learn how to go fishing and do a lot of stuff. Because I don't want my little girl to not know how to do any of that shit. Because we gonna get down through there. But just be aware of the fact that these things are happening, and tighten your game up, man. Where you the kind of pants that's gonna keep you from getting bit. Don't wear no whole bunch of white if you out there and it's a risk of ticks biting you, because that I think attracts them. Also, along with that, it's like this new uh the screwworm. That the screwworm itself isn't new, but in this region, they're kind of a risk of them coming up back around. They've gotten a little closer to the U.S. than we are comfortable with, because they've been pushed really far down into like Central America. And if you don't know anything about these, the screwworm fly is what it is. The screwworm fly scare is it's like it could get into the livestock, and which would basically drive the price of livestock up. Like livestock, like again cows mainly. The different thing about the screwworm fly, it burrows into the wounds, very small wounds even of livestock, and like and it's like it can cause death. So these things are happening. I don't have everything I would like to have as far as that, but I just want y'all to understand that these things are, possibly in effect. And so just if you can stand not eating beef, that would be great. I think I seen something out in Tennessee. A lady was talking about in Walmart that they had, I forget what part it was, that they was removing all of the meat from out this Walmart because for whatever reason, I guess it was contaminated or something. But the Walmart employee wasn't allowed to say. He was just taking all the. I don't even buy meat at Walmart no more, man. I mean, if I can help it, because it ain't no butcher. So you got to know this shit coming from somewhere else. Um, Also in like Whole Foods, I think I talked about this before, but you know they got this brand called 360. Um, it's called 360. I might be what is it called when the food is like not no pesticides. At any rate, the brand there is basically from China. Or 360 Organic, that's the word. Thank you. 360 Organics. So they're basically just capping on the packaging by saying it's organic because they can't regulate here in America whether it's organic or not. They don't really have the same uh, guidelines that we have here in America out there in China. They have a way of seeing if it's organic, but again, it's very lax and it's probably not up to par. So I don't know how many of you guys that listen to the show actually shop at Whole Foods here, because Whole Foods is not, it's not for the broke. It's very pricey, and it's for us here. It's, in our community, it's probably a little more inconvenient because they place them way out away from anybody of, foundational Black American descent, usually, unless you're fortunate enough to be in that area, which is usually well off. But that's just some more use you can use, man. But that's pretty much all I got for Is That Right? Again, shout out to Neff, man. Y'all follow him, 4K drizzle underscore film if you want your video shot and you're in the Beaumont, Texas area. The Golden Triangle, they call it. So that's also, you know, Houston or Port Arthur. Check him out, man. The next segment I like to call is Celebrity Spotlight. So, Celebrity Spotlight is just kind of crazy right now, man. Celebrity Spotlight is brought to you by Kicks, right? The urban shoe brand brought to you by yours truly. Check those out. I'll leave a link in the description box, man. And I'm about to get ready to see what's up about me dropping another pair of those, at least a different colorway. Because I'm here, oh man, I can't match those with nothing. I don't got nothing to match those. Like, look, bro, if you saucy, you understand how to work that, bro. You just, look, I'll be in something fly, but it'll be black shirt, black pants. Right now it's hot as fuck, but and then the shoes, you don't have to worry about what your shoes matching with, because it's black match with everything, nigga. There you go. Ain't no excuse for nigga not to count the shoe. But again, it's summertime. I like white. I've learned to like white shoes. So I'm gonna drop some. I'm not gonna tell y'all if it's gonna happen. I'm gonna send the email to see if I can get that done. But we'll know something before the end of this week coming up. At any rate, first up we got Skilla Baby. Now Skilla Baby is an artist that I'm partial to because I've been rocking with the Detroit rap scene for quite a while, and Brez, he's finally starting to get his comeuppance. He's been out there for a while. He's been doing his thing. Shout out to him. And he has actually been shot 11 times. And it was grazed in the head, but I'm hearing he's he ain't in critical condition. He's in stable condition. I don't know, he might be out of the hospital now because it's been I think Saturday when this happened. So, I just thank God that bro made it through that. And, hopefully, I don't know, bro might have to get up out of the D because it might be some hatred out there for him or whatever. He don't really strike me as the kind of person that be out there beefing with people, but I have no idea how Brett is whenever he get turned up or if motherfuckers get disrespectful in whatever way they might. So, but like I said, fortunately enough, he has made it through that, not necessarily unscathed. I think his truck hit a I don't know if it hit a building, but yeah, Brez he's still alive. He's still alive. So yeah, that's that, man. Again, when you out here artistry, when you making moves, it's sometimes best if you can get out from where you are from, because for whatever reason, people always only see you as the way they met you or they knew you. You know what I mean? For all you niggas that feel like, oh man, I went to middle school with that nigga, but this is not the same nigga you knew at Jefferson Middle School. I've definitely upgraded quite a bit since then. So if you knew me in high school, nigga, if you knew me 5 years ago, I'm not the same nigga I was then. I am definitely upgrading every year. And yeah, it's the same me, but it's with the upgrades. So nigga, trust me, you probably don't want to feel like or do or act like this is the same guy, because we can vibe, we can cool it, we can chill, we can chop it, but bro, it's not the same. So do yourself a favor. Please approach with all respect necessary. I will do the same. I will not treat you like I knew you would when you was in high school or, like I said, 10 years ago, because niggas develop new habits. Niggas been exposed to new and different shit. So, you'll be wise to not think, oh man, yeah, I knew that nigga. He was cool then. You got to get to know this nigga now. Because you even brought the nigga to your house and shit. this nigga been robbing people the last 10 years. You didn't know that shit. He ain't told you that shit. But now he got a nigga on you. You know your address and shit. You know, or he been, damn near on some rape shit. You just don't know. You don't know what this nigga is. That people change people, man. So, you don't know who and what this person has been exposing himself to or herself to over the last 10, 15 years. And even the last 3 years, 6 months. You don't know them. You don't know, you ain't been there every day. You don't know. They might have developed an addiction. So, just watch how you move, man. Watch your back, man. Second, Ha Davis. Now, I was just talking about how it's summertime now. Damn near anyway. And I mean, as soon as that temperature go up, the clothes get skimpier. You know what I mean? And the chick that got you while it was wintertime, or the chick that you got while it was wintertime, because some of you niggas go out there and get you some, BBW style female because they be in season during the winter months. February, March, April, shit, May. Motherfuckers is looking at the dough, man. They trying to figure out what else they can do. And so I guess that be sparking a whole bunch of bullshit within the couples. And that's not a good thing, bro, because that could spark sometimes a level of disrespect or disdain, which would add up to domestic violence, which is what my boy Ha Davis is experiencing right now, I guess. He has been arrested for domestic violence. And I don't know. Now, the nigga did a lot of skits where he like, going to jail, this finna be a breeze. I don't know how much of a breeze it's finna be. I mean, you probably gonna have to make niggas laugh to keep him off. He looked like he done lost some weight. Maybe he working out and shit. But I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what's going on, man. I hate to think that this man went upside some girl's head behind being disrespected or just being disrespectful, trying to control. Because I was surprised to see DDG and old girl that he dealing with was into it like they was, to where he didn't grab her and, she didn't have to file what it is when you get a stay away, like a protective order so that he can't come within 100 feet of her or whatever. It blows my mind to see how some of these individuals allow a moment to get them out of their bodies, but it happens more often than you think. And now it's like I said, Ha Davis is coming in today. So if y'all out there, man, and you find yourself getting erratic with your girl, and I know it sounds simple to say, but man, just take your time out. Hey, let's just table this conversation for a later date. Maybe give it a couple hours for us to cool off, come back and talk about it, because right now it's getting a little too heated. She might not necessarily go for that. You might have to get up and leave. You might have to leave. Like, well, if you don't want to calm down, I'll just come back a little bit later. If you living with a girl, you can feel like this your house, it's her house. Get up out of there. She might not even let you leave because she's toxic. I would suggest you establish these things while y'all cool, so that you can figure out how you want to do the timeout situation and she get out of pocket. I'm gonna go to the room for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, and then we'll talk about it after we calm down. Because you might not necessarily, there might be a rule that you can't leave the house. Because leaving the house might add up to something else. You might go out there and she might be scared you're going to cheat with the bride that you got. I seen a nigga, his chick had him calling. I guess he got a bitch name saved under Pizza Hut in his phone. He was like, but they're not going to answer. It's late. She was like, well, she's standing over him with a skillet. She's like, look, you're going to keep calling until they answer. Down star 67. So, hey, man, stop, bro. Stop while you're ahead, man. Stop. If you're not happy, leave. You know what I'm saying? Make your exit, and always give the other person the freedom to leave if they need to, man. You don't need to be out here. If I can't have you, can't nobody have you. That's some sucker shit to even think, let alone say out loud, because you want to control the person that you with in a way to make them kind of feel like they can't live, they can't leave you. It's ridiculous, man. Lastly but not leastly, this nigga Boss Man D-Lo is in this motherfucking shit again. Now, I was wanting to think that this was probably some fluke shit, but you know damn well that wasn't no fluke, because this nigga knew that whatever that nigga name, his last name Banson, was a motherfucking dude. And it wasn't no mistake, it wasn't no accident. I guess he made the mistake of trying to get this nigga to fuck with him for free. But it's crazy how I used to tell y'all niggas, man, sometimes it's all in the name, bro. The name will tell you everything. Boss Man D-Lo, Boss Man Down Low. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but now that the nigga ain't got a little money on him, it might be coming out that, bro, just don't necessarily, I don't know. I don't know if he's getting regulars. I would just say, bro, if you that, just come on out, bro, and be who you is, bro. It might add up to a bag for you. I ain't saying that you should be that way or that it's cool, but it's motherfuckers that pretend to be gay to get more views and plays. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This might be how he got his bag in the first place, but he want to keep his image street. You done lost that already, fam. It's over with for your ass. Because again, this nigga got hit with a second individual, another transformer that damn near came out of Philly, and this nigga name is real underscore bad with two A's. So it's real underscore BAAD underscore. Now, when I edit this, I'm gonna show you a picture of the individual. The nigga got some big ass hands. It looked like he got some bumps. You know what I'm saying? Like, some top and bottom going. But nigga, them hands look like some man hands. And a lot of you niggas don't give a fuck about what everything else look like. The only thing you mainly concerned with is ass. And it'll damn near be looking at a man's ass if he was thick enough. And that's just sad. That's sad, bro. You can't just be. I done seen some individuals, males, who are built like their mamas, and it's not cool. I had to change my whole. I'm not even. I don't look, man. I can care less about some ass. I do need to be able to tell that you're a woman. So I'm not necessarily trying to fuck with no flat chested nothing. I love all the God's children. And I'm pretty sure you have something that is great about you. But at first glance, I can't really think in my head like, damn, that might be a man. Because I'm not going to be cool with that. That's not going to work for me. Some of you niggas like pretty face, flat chested, flat ass, nigga built brides. Some of you niggas like that. Look like a 10-year-old girl with no hair on that shit. Like, that shit is crazy, but whatever floats your boat, nigga. If you like it, I love it. At any rate, I'm cool. And Boss Man D-Lo, you've been busted, bro. You a butt buster. Allegedly. I don't know. All of this shit is alleged. But that's all I got for Celebrity Spotlight. Next is a segment I call Worldview. Now, Worldview, I got no sponsors in, but if you want to be the sponsor of any of the segments of my show, please be sure to leave me, a DM at It's Jamerson Ballard, and we can holler at something about something. You know what I mean? Get your product placed here, boom, and get some advertising on the show. Now, Worldview, we don't have a lot, but right now I seen something about Kim Jong-il doing something with a ship launch that got wrecked. Man, embarrassed about that shit. Also, I think I seen something about American, German, who got a dual citizenship, America and Germany, was basically at the embassy, the American embassy out in Israel, I think, and he tried to bomb that or had like some Molotov cocktails out. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's a lot going on, but the thing that caught my attention primarily was President Trump criticized Russian President Vladimir Putin after Russia then launched its biggest air attack of the year on Ukraine over the weekend. So after they then made peace talks about not fucking with Ukraine because now America has a vested interest out there with the mineral rights out there. I, Putin, I guess he said fuck it. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't know if he bombed where we at, but if he do, it's a rap. And Trump took the Truth Social and was saying that he's considering sanctions against Russia, and that I don't know, Vladimir is on some bullshit. He don't notice that if he keep pursuing this shit, we gonna wipe Russia the fuck out. And I'm not necessarily trying to go through that, but I mean, how it is. Motherfuckers get too big for their britches, they got to get seen about. So, Vladdy, chill, man. Please. Because we ain't trying to see no World War III type shit go on. But niggas ain't scared. And that's pretty much all I got for Worldview. Next up is a segment I like to call Don't Be a Weirdo. Now, got a product that needs to be sponsored on. Please let me know. We'll put it together. You want a different segment? That can happen. But again, don't be a weirdo. Now, we got a former Highland Park School fine arts teacher and dance coach by the name of Vincent Weaver. Vincent is our weirdo of the week. He's 29 and he's been arrested for showing up at an off-school event dressed as an elderly woman. Now, he's been charged with first and second degree criminal sexual conduct and indecent exposure for having having sexually assaulted a 12-year-old at George Washington Academy. And the parents of said 12-year-old came forward with enough evidence to prosecute, bro. And shout out to them. Way to stand up for your child. Kudos to the child for standing up for herself and coming forward, because a lot of times people be scared to do that. Maybe the person threatened your life, told them you hurt your parents or something if you talk, but they came on forward, and so congratulations to them. But this nigga Vincent Weaver, your weird ass, this nigga, I guess he heard it. I mean, he knew that they was about to do it because he on the run or something like that because of the charges. Now he choreographed this dance number that they was gonna do at this assembly, and they pretty much felt like he was gonna come. And this nigga thought it was a good idea to show up dressed like an old woman, limping and everything. And they're trying to figure out like if they got all the steps right and shit. And hey, bro, you should have just stayed home. You was out of there. They got you. First of all, you should have been touching on fucking kids. That's weird. And for all you niggas out there that think you finna get away with that shit, you not getting away with that shit. That shit is goofy and disgusting. It's a nigga out here right now, Oklahoma City, and I told my girl, I was like, bro, it's probably one of those illegal immigrant dudes out here running around at the Myriad Gardens attempting to rape people. And he ain't got one person as an attempt. Then like two days later, it said that he actually got somebody. Now they trying to figure out who this person is. If you got any information about who this person might be, man, DM me, man, so we can get this person up out of there, bro. I would love to use this platform as a place to get people like that put together, man, so we can get this person up out of there. But that's pretty much all I got for Don't Be a Weirdo. um, or the weirdo of the week. But yeah, check this out, man. This is the last but not least, and it's a segment I like to call "Who Got Active." Now, "Who Got Active" is brought to you by the fragrance I love, and it's called Acquisition. Now, Acquisition started out for being for men, but I decided to make it uh, a unisex fragrance. So if you're a girl and you want to try it, I would suggest you do so. But check out Acquisition, man, and get acquired. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it's in Florida. 24 child predators have been arrested and counting. Each suspect traveling to meet a child for sex. Instead, they met our takedown team. And this is Operation Rescue Our Children. So, shout out to the Operation Rescue Our Children efforts, man. 'Cause they out there arresting people left and right. Like I said, they ain't got like 24 child predators. This is out there in Florida. And these men are ages 21 to 61 that they arresting. They come from all walks of life. One is an active duty Navy sailor. One traveled from Orlando to meet with a child. Another was a JSO civilian employee. When they arrested him, he's since resigned. So they catching people that this definitely should not be fucking with kids by showing pictures of themselves. I'm pretty sure they got some that's young that look like they could be underage. And they setting up meetings, and these people coming up there with pizza, wine, and probably some weed, all kind of shit, and get tackled and arrested and shackled because your goofy ass thought you had one. You about to be out here trying to finesse a kid, bro. Been talking to them online for what they thought was like a week. Like, yeah, they ready. They ready. Now your ass is getting ready, nigga. You getting ready to get served up on the platter by some big motherfucker named Baxter. You understand what I'm saying? That's what your motherfucking ass get. But that's all I got for this week. Y'all come back and see me next time, man. I'm on all platforms. It's Jamerson Ballard, man. So that's all I got. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, man. But this is me signing off, and y'all have a wonderful afternoon.